Good morning, guys. Good morning, everyone. We'll start here in 2 minutes. Let people populate in. Questions, tickers, throw them in the comment box. You guys know the drill. If you're new here, let me know. Welcome. Good morning, guys. That's right, Evie, and it's only going to go up today. Peace talks are going well. We're going to have bias flips and everything. I exited my ES short. What's up, Annika? Good morning, guys. We will start here in 45 seconds. Yeah, well, you got to pay yourself, Evie. Morning, Brian. Morning, guys. That's right. Get that fresh hair. I'm faster now. Look at this. I'm faster. It really illustrates my beautiful ears. I don't get people starting shit with me much. Sucks. Run their mouths, they see my ears, they're like, forget it. Excuse me. All right, guys, let's get started. Good morning. Happy Monday, the 18th of May. Questions, tickers, get them down there in the comment box. Let me know how your weekend went. Mine was packed busy. So let's first get into the economic calendar. Today there are home builder confidence. Tomorrow, pending home sales. I know Instagram, you can't see this fully. That's fine. I'll just tell you what there is. Fed minutes come out on 2 p.m. on Wednesday, which that means the reading of what was talked about for the Fed rate cut decision of the hold. And then Thursday, initial jobless claims, which should be a relative market mover. And then Friday's consumer sentiment. So not a hot week for data, but the geopolitics data is what's going to drive the market, right? So this morning, guys, we got announcements that there's terms are better, right? I thought for sure bombs were going to fly this weekend, but terms are better with what Iran came back with. That's the early reports. We'll see if the U.S. accepts it. Who knows? Who knows? All right, let's look at the oscillators. The NIMO is at negative 45, so it does have room to rebound. It's that 60 that we watch. So it's getting tighter on the bottom side with room to move down, but more room to the upside, right? If we get down here and then a peace deal is done, you're going to see what could potentially be, and what I've talked about in a number of my reels, a blow off top, right? Because at some point this data has to have hell to pay for, right? The NAMO, same thing, negative 32. The VIX is at 18, and it's going to cool down. So you're going to see the oscillators cool down and VIX cool down if we continue to trend back up. And we're flipping bias on all of our instruments, well, the indices. So look, guys, let me adjust this for Instagram. Whoop, whoop. There we go. 1 second. Guys, you can always jump over to YouTube and watch the full charts. Instagram's kind of limited. And let's face it, Meta sucks. I hope the algorithm scrollers are listening to me. Meta, Mark Zuckerberg, you suck. Okay, maybe, and if I cut out, you'll know they're listening. All right. But anyway, you see when you run the matrix system, or you learn what I do, the bias sits at right here. So we are flipping bias, but look at the trend status. It has not confirmed on the hourly yet. It's going to take till 10 o'clock for prices to stay up there. And folks, listen. Do you see where it's hitting resistance? This purple and pink line. This is not an accident, right? This is the resistance zone above price. My traders, you know what that is. because I teach it and I put it on the charts for the folks who trade with me, for the folks that come to my Zooms. But that is the pricing between the CPI and PPI data. We're getting rejected there, right? So, anchored VWAPs. Those are that important. Annika, you and the DAX. What am I going to do with you? Yeah, we'll look at it. No problem. All right, so we're currently, we'll look for new shorts here, but it'll be above bias. I think we got to get out quick in the box. So on these bias flips, we're going to have to do some non-confirmed bias trades, either long or if they're longs. RTY, same thing, right? It has not hit that resistance field, which is overhead. It's a little tighter. It's that range, right? I'm going to draw it in for my guys, so it's on my chart. We're right now box oscillating. So, but if this news remains positive, traders, I would buy 2,800. Stop loss at. So look, guys. All right, I've got a buy order at 2,800. It's probably going to miss me. You guys, stop loss at 16 points, and I'm going to TP in that box. There you go. What happened? It triggered. Oh, well, we're in a trade. All right, I'm going to TP at this box. I'll correct it. You can see we're up. So what happened was when I drug that over as an order, it triggered in. But you can see we're up. But this green box is the buy zone. I'm going to target there. So there you go. So we're buying. You can see how the lower time frames are flipping in the matrix, and the last one to flip is the hourly. So there we go. There's a trade for you. You're welcome. All right, let's look at YM. All right, I'm sorry, NQ, and we'll get to your questions. So NQ, we're testing bias, and look, where did price stop? Is it the pink line I was talking about? Imagine that, folks. You know, imagine that. I think it blows through it eventually here, but that's your resistance zone. If we fail here and drop down, that's going to be your short. But I think you need to target the VWAP. So you can only grab these points. We are sub-bias on that. YM, all right, ready, Annika? Get out your pen and paper. We're above bias price, 9 confirmed, the 1 minute's rolling over. It fell short of this zone. I'm going to throw it in there. That's kind of the pre-resistance zone into the mean reversion zone. So your next short is 520. Take it down as far as the VWAP, but I would hunt, that's 150 points, but I think I would do 70. There you go, guys. Let's look at gold. Metals are going to be running up. Anybody that took this swing trade that I called in this box did not get kicked out or getting paid, guys. Stop loss was 75. It got a little sweaty, but you are currently up as much as, depending on where you entered. 80-some points. And I think we target that up here initially and then run through. So congratulations, folks, because I posted this in the groups I work with. So right now, gold is an intraday buy as it's flipping bias. Let's look at oil. Oil is in free fall, right? It was. This thing was falling. Look at this. Off that announcement, it fell... math, $4 in an hour. That's a lot. All right, so our next short is going to be right up here. We'll keep an eye on it. All right, enough about my stuff. This is version 3 of the Matrix, guys. It's sick. I think we launched it today. I've been running it for a while. Man, people are like, it's too expensive. Yeah. When your ROI is 25 to 30x, nothing's expensive. All right. Let's see what you guys got, because I exist to help you guys out in these free lives. Remember, I'm live Monday through Friday at 9 a.m. I do my weekend update for you guys, and I have my free Discord, links in the bio, everything I can do to help you in the trading community. Either you're brand new getting started or you're a veteran trader, I can help you all. And then if you like it, my hope is that you'll join my VIP and come learn and trade with me. All right. Let's see what you guys got. YouTube. Remember, my YouTube guys is at Student Alpha. Can we look at the DAX? I suppose, Annika. So, let's get to the hourly. It is flipping bias, so we're non-confirmed here. We got longs up here. We're gonna, okay, let me zoom in. Okay, so if you want to take a non-confirmed long, it'd be at 24,190, which there's a box at 24,000. I don't have it on the charts here. So as it pulls down to 24,150 to 190, I think that's where your long read is, if you think the DAX is going to run with everything. All right, I would wait for sells for 24,000 to break, because it's already pierced it, retested it, and held it. So I think your next long is 24,100 to 24,200. Keep an eye on it. Platinum and palladium. Did you watch my weekend update, Evgeny? I got them in there. But let's look at them here for you on this. Bum, bum, bum. Let's look at the underliers. So platinum. Holy cow. There we go. That's my buy zone is a little lower here at 1900. This is going to turn with gold in the sector, so it might be starting to turn now. It's at 1960, so you might have to be on the top side of that box, like 1915 and 1925, kind of hope for a discount. And your stop loss could be commensurate with what your risk is. This bottom touch here at 1859 provides good price structure, so you could be just below it at 1850 on any entry here if you want to swing it. And always target the all-time high anchored VWAP when you're below it as TP1, and that's a nice couple 300 points. Palladium, same thing. Off my weekend update, there's the all-time high anchored VWAP. I told everybody just to wait in around probably 1300 to 1350, which is close, but really it's a tighter zone than 50. But if you want to be aggressive with a potential turn here, there it is. Buying in around 1300, selling around 1600 on a swing. If you want to do intraday on it, come to my war room and we'll do it. Well, you are in it, but if you trade them in my war room, Jenny, then let me know. Let me know. I can always flip the chart for you. Yeah, Annika, flipping bias, but I would with momentum right now, I would be mildly bullish. And the fact that DAX flipped that key level and retested and held it is exactly what you look for longs. So I would look for longs. You just don't have the long bias domino tipped yet. Lowers your percentage a little bit, but I still think it's a good win. All right. Guys, that's the advantage of trading with me, right? I've got the actual education, and I've got a lot of experience, so I know how these things behave. And guess what? I'm wrong about 20% of the time, right? It just moves against me. I don't change my system. The guys who trade with me know how exactly I trade. But 80% of the time, I nail these things, right? All right. Looking at you, Instagram, then I'll come back to you, YouTube. What questions do you have for me? Man, Carl, glad to see you. Life gets busy, I get it, but I'm here. Been here 4 years, so glad to see you on. Exactly, Harsh. TP's a TP. Dad's golfing in a Huron. Well, knock the shit out of the ball. EV men are paying to get beautiful ears like mine. Both of them are. I've had to have surgery on this one. Yeah, guys. I've done combat sports my whole life. Oh, my God. Weak-ass men trying to make their ears look like this? That's fine. They start shit with somebody, they can't back it up. Trust me, I can back it up. All right. So, let's see here. Scrolling down, TJX is the next ticker. I'm here to help you guys, so get those tickers in there. If I can't get to them, or if you think of one later, go to my free Discord, link in the bio, and be happy to answer your question for you. All right, so TJX, look at this. I love it. You hit a company I haven't charted yet. Man, because I love to chart. So what we're going to do real quick, Guys, if I do this analysis for an actual fund, I do a lot deeper than this. But quick, I already have high, low, open, close. In volume on the chart, so I have 4 indicators right now in price, right? And then I throw VWAPs on. That's the first indicator I use anyway. There's your IPO anchored VWAP. We make that white. Are you taking notes, guys? Because this is how you do it. And then I want to set the all-time high anchored VWAP, which is, give me a second. You guys can watch an expert work. That's going to be red. I teach this, guys. You can reach out to me, and I have courses that teaches you how to do this analysis, so you can see it on your own. And then I want to see if there's a break in, or this was, that was March's throwback. So structural change in the market. We're going to make that one green. And now, here comes your very fast analysis. Spew dog. Or is it spew le dog? These Instagram names are great. All right, so give me a second. Holy cow, who's driving this car? Are you car sick watching me do it? All right, right now, this is we're still in a bullish period, obviously. I would watch, if you own this long term, get your stop loss below this at like 139. Otherwise, you're going to target, 140 to 141 for a bounce and then run back up to this all-time high anchored VWAP if you're looking for a trade, right? Otherwise, it's going to compress here. If these two cross, you're going to get a volumetric decision out of what's known as a pressure cooker. Yeah, excellent. There you go. If you want to talk more about it or want a deeper chart, hit me in my Discord. All right. Evie, I'm an inspiration. You wouldn't want to walk in my shoes. It's been an ugly journey. But you need to learn jujitsu. You get that strength to do that dancing. You teach you to strangle some folks. Rob, where exactly can you get that surgery? I actually had to have surgery to fix the damn thing. This thing used to be, I don't know if you can see it. That thing used to be a lot larger than what it was. I had to do cosmetic surgery when it blown up. I was training down at Brazilian Top Team with some real killers, helping them get ready for some of the Abu Dhabis and the Strike Force and UFC, giving them some rounds, and it's a meat grinder, man. Meat grinder. So, a few more minutes here, guys. Costco. Yeah, so Costco, it seems to be always a good long-term buy, right? Man, buying this dip would have been great here. Change of trend. So your downside support at 976. It does have upside resistance and price structure at 1,079. So if you're trailing this, I would get down here just under, 975 is your stop loss. That was on my weekend update. And guys, my weekend updates are like 30 to 45 minutes. If you don't want to watch the whole thing, look at the description because it tells you what timestamp the ticker you're looking for is in. Okay, it's fallen strongly out of this right now. The next buy zone is below it. So most people that would have bought this all-time high anchored VWAP should have taken either small profit, I talked about this in the video, or gotten kicked out at break even looking for another entry. And as of right now, we got to wait for support. I knew what you meant, Rob. I knew what you meant. Man, I like the game plan, Evie. Guys, was I invested in Wirecard before it crashed? No. Yeah, thanks for the endorsement, Marcus. It's guys like Marcus trying to kick my ass every day that keeps me sharp. There's a lot of killers, man. I operate on the mats with a lot of killers. Guys, I'm out of time for my free stuff. I got to head over to my VIP. Would you join me? I know a lot of you guys are VIPs, but consider doing a free week this week. Links in the bio. Come join me. Otherwise, I'll be back at 9 a.m. Top of the hour. So 20 minutes we've been on. And set your alert. Click the 3 buttons on the thing and tell the social media that you want to be alerted immediately when I go live. All right, guys, good luck today. I'll see you in Discord.